Good afternoon. Last year, 217,000 new homes were built in the UK. Raindrop Harvest, a unique rainwater harvesting system, could have been installed on nearly all of them. I need investment to ensure that in the future it's fitted in every new home we build. Raindrop Harvest has been developed, patented and is manufactured in our factory in Bristol. It is already being installed in homes. I'm seeking an investment of £125,000 to enable me to engage with developers, builders, architects, specifiers, planners, utility companies and liaise with academic institutions in order to make sure this happens. Raindrop Harvest is a rainwater harvesting system that works by gravity alone. It doesn't need pumps or a large hole in the ground. It fits seamlessly into the roof and water is filtered, collected and stored in the attic space. It then feeds toilets and washing machines via gravity alone. In doing so, it addresses the consumer's green agenda and saves the end user's money. It gives the architect and specifier a really good looking product. It gives the developer a go-to solution to tick the water saving box and comply with building regulations. And it gives the builder a simple, quick and easy to install solution which uses standard construction methodology and off-the-shelf materials. And it gives the water companies, utility companies, a reduction in abstraction requirements, a reduction in water miles and a potential flood attenuation vehicle. All of this is sold at a really attractive price point. Our current business model allows us to produce up to 80 units per week at our factory in Bristol. The trays themselves are made from recycled tray waste and any waste incurred during production is also recycled. For the future we've agreed a schedule with our suppliers which will allow us to up this capacity substantially. The potential growth scenario means we're also considering outsourcing part or all of our manufacture. If we do outsource, our aim is to keep it local and definitely UK based. People like this product, it gets a great response. One example of this was when I wrote to Severn Trent Water. Within 48 hours I had a reply saying come and talk to our Deputy Chief Engineer Dr Bob Steer. So I did and he thought it was a great idea too. They asked me to present at the Arup and Severn Trent Midlands Wet Network event, which I did, and the response there was amazing. People like this product, companies like this product. It also fits with upcoming legislation. The Code for Sustainable Homes has been subsumed into the current building regulations and limitations upon water use are becoming much more stringent. It could become invaluable when complying with building regulations Part G and Part H. This product could become the go-to solution for home to help developers and builders comply with these requirements. Water companies like Severn Trent are actually offering developers and homeowners financial incentives to reduce water usage. They have a £30 million fund alone to encourage developers. Ideally, 100% of this market could be ours. There are alternatives out there, but there's nothing quite like Raindrop Harvest, and nothing at the market is in our price point. The market for 2018 and going forward is going to be a minimum of 200,000 homes per year to meet government targets. Given current production capacity, in year one we're looking at a 0.5% share of this market, which would equate to 1,000 units. However, as building regulations become more stringent and these measures are incorporated within the planning requirements, we reckon that this market share will grow. And given our price point, we will remain one of the most attractive options when it comes to rainwater harvesting, if not the. At the future, we're looking for three main ideas to increase our market share and boost sales further. The first is commercial properties, which would be ideal for a lot of them, as you could imagine, the roof space that they have. Retrofitting to existing homes, and our product can easily be retrofitted to the majority of existing homes. And flood attenuation, which is perhaps the most exciting area that we're looking at. And this would be using either behavioural insight technology or automation. Looking at the competition, we are unique on the market. There is nothing quite like us. The nearest alternatives for domestic rainwater harvesting come from in-ground tank systems. Now, they have certain disadvantages. They require a large external area, which is actually quite difficult in a lot of new build properties nowadays because the plot sizes and garden sizes are very small and there isn't physically the space to actually insert a traditional type of rainwater harvesting system. You need a really big hole, you need enormous tanks, large excavators, electrical supplies, plumbing which has to withstand the winter temperatures because you're going from outside to inside. It's time consuming to install. You need skilled workers. It requires regular maintenance of lots of parts, and there is a large capital spending required. If you compare that to our Raindrop Harvest system, we don't need any of this external space. We don't need to excavate holes. We don't need big diggers. We don't need an electrical supply. All the plumbing is within the home, so it's within an insulated environment. There's no electrical pumps necessary. Quick, easy to install, simple to maintain the one filter, and it's very, very affordable. The team. Peter, Clive and Tommy got together in 2009 and developed this product. Peter's the money man behind the project, and he's now in semi-retirement. Clive and Tommy run the manufacturing side. Clive is also responsible for the technical drawings that go with the product. He provides them in any format that an architect could require, PDF, DWGs and Revit compatible. Tommy's in charge of installation and he's full of practical advice, having fitted a number of these himself. I joined the team in 2017. I'm responsible for UK sales and innovation. My background is in construction, mainly site-based, but more recently in a sales role. It's my job to get this product out to market, generate sales and work on future innovations to the product. When it comes to the financing, in year one, we're looking at a market share of 0.5%, which equates to 1,000 units. This we envisage will provide us with a profit of £346,000. Going on to year 5, when we're looking at 16,000 units being sold, which is 8% of the market, we're looking at profits of 5.53 million. Given the fledgling state of the business, I have erred on the side of caution when it comes to these figures, but we believe, given the investment already made in the factory, that we will be in profit by the end of year 1. We are looking for a slow, sustainable growth. We're not looking for a boom and bust product. We want to be there for the long term. Right, I'm actually going to ask for £125,000. We know we have a brilliant, unique product that's priced perfectly in the market, and we want this money to enable us to produce a full-scale marketing drive to generate sales, and also to liaise with academic institutions to establish empirical evidence to back up our product. We're looking at doing this via trade shows, trade magazines, home building magazines, advertorials, competitions and industry networking events. Where do we see us going? In the future, we think our company will look like a nice little investment, and we suspect we will look rather attractive to other mainstream builders merchants, DIY chains, competitors, roofing companies, and we'll be looking at that as a possible exit strategy. Raindrop Harvest is a unique system. When it comes to building green, everyone, self-builders and developers alike, have a green wish list. Rainwater harvesting is always on that wish list, but it is always the first thing to get deleted. Why? That's because of the cost, the time, the effort and the payback period involved. Raindrop Harvest changes all of this. Our aim is to make Raindrop Harvest the go-to option for rainwater harvesting. I hope you can help us achieve this goal. Many thanks.